Guys, this is pretty funny. We're on our way to go fishing. I don't know what you guys can see. Probably not a lot. GoPro has really crappy light, low light. But we're going to be going fishing. That's from the catfish. I wonder where the hook went. I didn't find the hook in them. I don't understand where the hell that went. But anyway, we're going fishing. We're going to go down to the Calendar Dock. Anybody who's been following the channel for a while, that's the spot where I first went fishing. Got word from a couple people that there's been some fish down there. Whether or not that's true or not, only one way to find out. Saddle up, saddle in, let it begin. Head down to Calendar and hope for a win. Let's go. There was a comment that was on a video that I came across where it comes back to the whole live to win, never give in. My little motto that I like, that I've been living my life. Oh crap, was that my cooler going for a ride? I gotta watch out. I got my worms in my cooler. If that decides to take a rip, it's gonna be gross. But anyway, the whole live to win, never give in. Basically, yeah, I'm not the best fisherman. I'm not the best angler. I'm still learning. You know, some people have been fishing for 10, 15 years and they go on the YouTubes and they're trying to look up tips and they might come across my video and go, holy crap, what the hell is this guy doing? But you gotta remember, like, I'm 41 years old, just starting off fishing. Before this, the only experience I had with fishing was with an old, God knows how old, spin cast rod from like the 1970s that I don't even know where Dad got it from, but me and my brother each had one. These like orange composite based freaking spin casts where you press the button and you throw it and then you reel it back in and press the button. You know what I mean, a spin cast. Just garbage, but perfect for kids. Probably a Zebco. Who knows? I don't. But anyway, that was all the experience I've had with fishing. It never really interested me, and then I got thinking recently, I'm like, you know what? Fish has a lot of protein. I should probably learn how to catch my own protein. That would be great, especially with the way the world's going. Learning skills like this is good. Anyway, I'm grabbing another shit coffee, so I'll be right back. There we go. Large double. Unlike yesterday when I said large double, because you can't drink the coffee here black. I don't. Everybody I know who drinks coffee black like I do, whenever they go to Tim Hortons, they gotta get a double. They can't just drink it, or at least get milk in it or something. Something to break the complete and utter destruction that they did to the coffee. Because they just ruin it. I don't understand how, but they just magically ruin the coffee. Anyway, that's not what I was talking about. There was a comment on the vlog that on one of the videos where somebody mentioned that I should just consider getting another hobby. And you know, one of the things going forward is I didn't want to address the trolls, but I didn't really take this as a trolling comment. Like, a trolling comment would be like, I don't even know. It didn't feel like a trolling comment. It felt more like, you know, like, holy crap, bud, like, this is bad. Like, you're bad. Consider getting another hobby. Like, but you gotta, like, this guy probably thinks that I've been fishing for, like, as long as he's been. That could very well be the case, you know? Sometimes people don't realize that you're actually just starting off. You're not a Pantene pro. Like, just because you're making fishing content doesn't mean you're good at it. You're coming from a vlogging channel where you're literally taking aspects of your time and things that you're trying to learn how to do, and you're putting them out there on the internet. Like, look at my weight loss. You know, I started off not knowing much and learning about keto and weightlifting and bodybuilding, and I was, even then, I had people telling me, oh man, you're over 40. You waited too long. You're never going to freaking obtain any muscle mass. You're wasting your time. You should just quit and just give up, and, you know, you're never going to never going to get anything anywhere. And like now I look at myself in the mirror and I have pictures from 2018. Actually, I have pictures from 2017 when I initially tried to lose weight using my old diet plan of the high protein, high carbs, low fat, and didn't get any success. And then 2018, when I first started the keto bandwagon, I took pictures and I compare them to myself now, and I'm like, holy crap, there is a huge freaking massive difference. Despite what the people said, I can lift more, I'm actually physically stronger, I do have more muscle mass, and my body fat percentage is a lot lower. So, can you build muscle after 40? Yes. Did I let the naysayers talk me out of it? No. Was I a pro dietitian? Was I a pro bodybuilder? Was I a pro, like, did I know what I was doing? No. Like with any hobby, anything you want to get into, like mechanics or computer repair or computer programming, learning a new language, whatever the case may be, you start off amateur level. Only difference is I'm putting it out on the internet for pretty much anybody to click on and watch, where normally people will learn a new skill and not broadcast it until they're pro about it, because a lot of people in the world are afraid to be criticized, which is pretty sad. See, I don't care if people criticize. What I like is the creative criticism. Like, I've had a couple of you reach out to me through Facebook or Instagram saying, hey Adam, I noticed when you're casting, you're doing this. Maybe try doing this and see if you get better results. And then if I don't understand, I'll come back and say, okay, I'm not quite sure I follow here. Do you mean do this? And then they'll say, okay, actually try this, and then and you know, I figure it out, and then it works, and it's like, holy crap, sweet. I like comments like that versus the comments of, you should just give up and quit what you're doing and go do something else. Well, no, I'm having fun what I'm doing. Like I'm actually enjoying the fishing, even though, you know, I don't catch a fish all the time. I'm not like, you know, these high-end fishing channels like Pig Patrol and all them, where they go out and they throw a lure and bam, they're catching a fish, bam, they're catching a fish, bam, they're catching a fish. Mind you, they probably go out and fish for 10 hours, go through 17 GoPro batteries, catch 5 fish, but it looks like it happens in 15 minutes because the modern world of video editing, boys, it's a fantastic thing. Yeah, to each their own. No, I just, you know, I didn't want to make a rant video, and it's not really a rant video. It's one of those, when I heard that, I was like, you know what, this comes back to the, like, you got to not let people discourage you. You know, like back in the day when I first started making the videos, a buddy would come over and show me how to do stuff, and he would screw up and he'd be like, man, don't put that in the video. I don't want to read the comments. I don't want to read the comments of them making fun of me. And I don't care, like if I screw something up, I'll put it in the video. Whatever. If I make a mistake, I'll put it in the video. You don't learn by not making mistakes. You have to make mistakes. That's what you learn from. When you screw up, you go, okay, I screwed up. How can I make this right? Okay, this is how I can make this right. Okay, good. And you fix it. That's the simple logic behind learning. The nice thing is when you have professionals, people who know more than you, who can instruct you and say, hey, when you're doing it like this, maybe you should try like this. It'd be a lot more effective. So if you're wondering where I'm going to another city to go fish. I'm actually going to another city right now to go fish. It's actually happening. We're not fishing in North Bay. We're going to go to Callander. The dock's there now. Oh, poor freaking raccoon got banged out. Poor little feller. Anyway, hopefully you guys didn't take that as a rant. It wasn't a rant. I don't know if we're going to catch anything tonight. There's, like I said, people were saying that the pickerels were biting down here, but everybody I talked to who's caught a fish in the past week weren't using night crawlers or worms. They were using minnows. So it makes me think that these little bastards have switched over to wanting minnows now versus wanting worms. So I think next weekend, if we do fishing and I go over to Trapper Joe's. I might talk to him about getting a bag of shiners. Even though I have no idea how to keep those alive, so I'll have to use them all right then, because I don't... Worms are easy, just chuck them in the fridge, but shiners, like, you need to like oxygenate the water and stuff. How the frig do you even do that, right? Well, you guys probably know. You guys will tell me. Anyway, on to the docks. Alright guys.
That's a big one.
That's the size of catfish.
I guarantee he won't be as wormy.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
Are you going to keep it?
Yep. I think so.
Yeah, that's up to you, man. That's good. Good for you, dude.
But that thing will never die. Hopefully he's not a zombie. I'm like, I didn't even realize I had him on my hook. I had no idea I had a kitty cat on the line, guys. You want to know how I know he won't die? Because of the video that came out yesterday. Guys, I filleted the fish and it was still moving. I had no idea I caught a fish. That's ridiculous. I had to send this here picture to Rex. What was that? Did you reel your shit in? Yep. Oh. Did you hear that top water explosion over there? Huh? Did you just hear that top water explosion that happened over there?
Probably. What time is it? It's getting later, so they'll start fighting.
It is 10:30.
Good luck. Do you need gloves?
I got gloves. I'm gonna need gloves. He probably just horked it back.
Oh yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
Problem is, unlike
you got your plier things.
Unlike those little wieners last night that we were catching, this guy here's got longer barbs. I'm not looking forward to it.
Gross. Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna bring him over to that post here. If you're gonna hang it off the post and just aim it down.
There you go. Does that work?
Take it easy there, Samuel. That's your name now. You done? You done?
And here's extra pliers in case. And I'll move this. I knew it. I was like, he's reeling like it's a snag, but he keeps reeling. And usually a snag, if it bends like that, it stops reeling. I could try to keep the mouth open for you. Is that your worm in there?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, see, it's just right there. See, oh, God. I could get my pliers and hold the mouth open.
Nom nom nom.
Yeah.
See, I'm worried about those freaking barbs. Ooh, I don't like that.
What does that mean? Worm?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? I got a better idea. Dude, you're good to catch, but you're going back in the drink.
There you go. That was a good catch. Good on you, bud.
Oh my God. Guy's a barf bag, man.
What?
Smell him.
No.
Oh. Yeah, that's good catch and release. Yeah, caught a fish.
That's the size that was over here when I was like, they get good size over here. Like that is what I was talking about compared to like the teeny tiny ones, right?
So why did we go to Lavaz last night? Eh?
I don't know.
Well, if I catch a real fish, I want to keep it. So I'm going to keep the water in there.
Yeah, of course. If you catch you a pickerel, you're definitely going to want to keep that.
Yeah, I was hoping that was a pickerel because it had the body lines.
Saw the fatness of the
And when I saw you get excited, you're like, ooh, it's a good one. And I was like, oh, it's pickerel. Or I thought it was
I meant like it was a good size.
And then when I saw the body, the slenderness of the side, I was like, is that a pike? Like, what is that? And then I saw the whiskers and went, fuck. Hey, guess what?
What?
I caught the dock. Can I keep it?
What?
I caught the dock. Can I keep it? Man, this worm, he was not enjoying life. Poor little feller.
So I thought you had a snag, but I was like, but it's not pulling back. Like you're not doing the like.
No,
so
he
I
was
knew you had
dead
a
weighting
fish.
it.
I should have
Like
said something.
you're talking and I'm like, I felt it pulling. I felt the vibration. I thought I had a fish, but I wasn't 100% sure. Weird night, guys. Yeah, but I'm basically packing it in for the night. All I caught was that one kitty. We sent him back. Wasn't gonna bother keeping him, but look at all the friggin' boys out there. Huh. Some more out there too. Yeah, I don't even know if you guys can see. I've never really walked down to this end of the dock. This is a lot nicer than the government dock, that's for sure. It's pretty neat what a city can do when they actually have money versus what a city can't do, and they're broke as a joke on coke because half the city is in fact on coke. But yeah, like they got this nice little gazebo here, and it's pretty sweet. It's definitely a sweet setup. Then again, if you've seen some of the houses in this town, holy crap. Freaking mansions. Everybody here has money. Oh. We've been having a lot of like big fish blowing up on the top of the water. Probably because there's a lot of bugs out tonight. And I'm thinking the bugs are getting too close and the fish are just snapping them up. I just saw one come up over here. I didn't get the flashlight on the fat and the GoPro wouldn't have picked it up. But yeah, I still gotta empty out the water. We're trying to decide whether or not we're gonna keep that catfish, and it had the same spots on the belly as the ones from last night, so I really, that's a big fish right there. You see that moving in the water?
Are you sure it's not weeds?
No, that's totally a fish. Right in front of me.
That's a garfish. See,
That's a gar. Yeah, it is a gar.
See, they're coming out. See, I told you.
God, I hope the GoPro picked them up.
Holy.
That's a big fish.
Watch it. That's why there's nothing out. Let's see if it goes towards my bait. Oh, man.
Cast it right in front of his face.
Trying. You're too close.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Just want to keep the light on him. Oh, he's going. That's awesome.
That's not even a big one. I've seen one like twice.
I've seen them on YouTube, but I didn't know this water has them.
Because a fight on it would be interesting.
What, you've caught one before?
Yeah. Oh.
They got like needle nose.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I wonder if that's what's been blowing up on the water.
Probably. It's scaring all the other fish away.
Because I was looking down here and I saw the mud, and then the mud started moving, and I'm like, why is it moving? And then
it's not there anymore. It's like out there.
I wish I had a stronger light to pierce through this muck. That's cool, man. I hope you guys on the GoPro saw that gar. Yeah, that was weird.
See, in that day when I was standing on my rock and I said I saw a pike or whatever, like
that's probably what it was.
No, it was big. Like it was way bigger than that.
Oh, okay.
And then it attacked the rock bass I had on my line. And I was like, holy fuck!
You caught bait to catch a bigger fish.
Yeah, I did. And then it snapped my line. It literally snapped my line.
Yeah. Well, apparently pike, you got to use some sort of a leader system or something.
Oh, it depends.
Holy, that's out there. Hopefully that gar bites onto it. No, I don't want that gar to bite onto it because that won't be fun to deal with.
I would really like if I could deal with it, I'd just cut the line.
Yeah. Because if it's like the ones on YouTube, when they bite the line, they do a gator roll.
Oh yeah, most pike do that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know Rex saw them off of his boat, and he's like, "There's gar in the water," and I said, "Yeah."
Like there was one 4th of July 1st that we were down here, and Buddy caught a gar, and it was like the length of my net. Like seriously, and like the fireworks were going, and everybody stopped watching the fireworks, and they all came over, and it was right past that gray box.
But apparently we're not allowed to keep them though.
Shit.
You're not allowed to keep them.
No, we threw it back in, but it was huge. Like it was the length of my net. Like it was a big one.
I remember. I think Rex said that they're endangered in this lake.
Oh, shining right there. No, it's weeds. Yeah, that's what's scaring all the fish away for sure.
Yeah, because gar pretty hungry, but apparently they're endangered in this lake and we're not allowed to keep them. I wonder if that's what I'm smelling, because gar would be part of the pike family, right?
Yeah, they stink.
So they're probably
I
just...
kept saying, I smell fish.
Because I remember when Struckus caught that one baby pike, the one I did the wide angle lens on,
Yeah.
it was just sweating goo. Like, I don't know if shining the light in the water while fishing is illegal or not, but that was cool that I got to see a gar.
I hope the GoPro picked it up.
Freaking hoping that gar came across on the camera. I honestly don't know if it did. It probably didn't. But yeah, that was definitely quite the fun outing. I see why a lot of people like to go to that dock. I don't know why a lot of people weren't out tonight. Probably because they were calling for rain. It was supposed to rain 50 minutes ago. And then stop at around 2 in the morning. And then pick back up at 4. And it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow too. So that's a thing. So I have no idea what the heck I'm going to do with my life tomorrow. Hey, you know what? We didn't get skunked tonight because I caught a fish. And that is a thing that I was told, that as long as you go out as a team and a member in the team catches a fish, you didn't get skunked. And I think we can classify catfish as fish because they have fish in the name. They also have cat in the name, so I don't know if we can call it a mouth-faced cup. And yeah, like I said, I didn't keep them because the ones last night were so freaking wormy. Like, it was bad. Like, the bass that we've caught before, they had some worms in it, a bit of salt water backed it out. But those 2 little squeakers last night, yeah, they were gross. It was bad. They were infested. So I was like, yeah. I thought about it and I'm like, you know, I could take the risk, but he's already living his best life right now. I'm gonna put him back in the water. Ooh, Jesus, freaking deer right there on the side of the road, boys. Gotta be careful when I'm out here. Gotta be careful when I'm out here for sure. They don't make trucks like they used to, man. You hit one of those with a truck like this, she'll fold in half on herself. Mind you, if I hit a deer, then that's a catch, clean, cook for me, right? Yeah, we'll keep her a little slow and steady here, because if I gotta mash on the brakes to lock them up to avoid killing the wildlife, it's nice to be not traveling at ludicrous speeds. But anyway, yeah, it was all in all, it was a good night. But that catfish was weird. I didn't even know he was on the hook. Like, when I hooked onto him, I was like, okay, yeah, there's something there. That's weird. And I thought I was hooked onto like some underwater garbage, like a shopping bag, or because it wasn't pulling back. It was like I felt the weight, but then I was able to pull it up and reel it in, and then my rod would straighten up. So I'd reel it back down and then pull again, and then reel it back down, pull again. It wasn't like when the bass bite and they shake their head, or even the little guys that we were catching last night at the river. You could tell when they were on the hook because you could feel the vibration from them shaking their head back and forth. This catfish just kind of went dead weight and was like, oh yeah, good luck, and then just made me haul his ass out of the water. Yeah, it was definitely a different fight, that's for sure. Now it could be also because the friggin' thing horked the hook back. I don't know, but I'm just so nervous with those catfish because of the barbs. After reading about what could happen if you do get stuck and the infections you can get, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with that, which is why, like, okay, we did the catfishing, that's great. No, they can frig off. Now I'm done with that species. This is part of my PB tonight, and I don't even know what the friggin' weight of it was. Maybe a 3-pounder, 4-pounder, I don't know. She was big. Definitely a porker. But anyway, people, I'll chime back in when I get home. I just figured I would give you a little bit of insight. And yeah, I hope that gar, I can make it come through on the camera. That was pretty neat to shine the light in the water and see something like that. That's for sure. All right, I'll chime back in a bit. Peace. Oh God. All right, guys, we're home. I got it pretty wet out there, but I don't know if you can tell. Everything's soaked around here. Took my sweater off because I don't know what the hell's going on. Last night it's like, yesterday it was 17 degrees, and then last night she dropped down to like 7, and then today it was 20 degrees during the day, and then right now it's 16. So, you know, yesterday there we go. Yesterday I brought, got nothing else back here? Yesterday I brought sweater, and so freaking cold fishing, like handling the worms was just bullshit. So today I was like, I wonder if I'm gonna need gloves for this. But then as I walked out of my house, I realized it's actually colder in my house than it is outside. So that's freaking awesome. Anyway, let there be light. Yeah, I was chatting with Skivinz about the ice fishing auger. I figure we can have a little bit of a talk before we call it a night. Basically, the ice fishing auger that Rex gave me here, it is a Strike Master Mora, I guess? I don't know. But I mentioned that the auger blades are going to need probably some sharpening. I don't know when Rex used it last. It looks like they've had better days. Probably just bang the corrosion off myself with a file or something. But it looks like there's some sort of like Allen keys on the bottom here to take the bolts off to remove them. Skivinz was telling me that there's a guy in town here who can bring these back to life so that in the winter, if I want to go ice fishing, we can use this here to rip some holes. Should be pretty good. But one piece of equipment that was tested tonight, if you've already seen my Instagram, you probably see my PB kitty. And this net worked fine for hauling it out of the water. Like, had no problems. So that's pretty sweet. But we didn't keep it because I was like thinking about last night with those wormy ones, and I was like, I'd hate to take it home, kill it, cut it all up, just to find out this tainted meat is filled with worms. It's living a happy life now. Unhook it, send it back to the lake to go do more catfish things. Why? Yeah, just feel bad about the two last night, the little squeakers. Like, they didn't really have much of a life. So I felt kind of bad about having to kill them and then realize, oh, I can't even eat them. So, like, I murdered them for no reason. So I was like, well, we'll just send this guy back. Like, I get it. You don't know until you know. So it's kind of hard to be really, really regretful. But it's like, But as far as ice fishing goes, guys, do I plan on getting a snow machine? Hard no. That takes money that I don't have. So what I was thinking for the winter, and a lot of you commented it and such in the vlogs, is taking the old fat bike on the ice. Now, I don't know how well it's going to work. I did look on YouTube, and there are fat bike fishing videos, like a fat bike ice fishing, where people ride these things out on, I keep checking that back tire, I'm so paranoid, but she's been holding a constant 17 pounds since we slimed it, so. But, no, if you look on YouTube, fat bike ice fishing, you'll see there's a bunch of videos of guys just going out ice fishing on their fat bikes. They ride them across. But our lake, unlike where they're riding, gets a lot more snow. A lot of these guys are riding on the lake, and it looks like it's hard-packed snow, or it's ice, and they got studded tires. Our lakes get frozen, obviously, but they also get jam-slammed with snow. Lots of it. So it's probably not going to be as easy for me to get out there on the bike, but it's not going to be hard. Well, it's going to be hard. It's going to be a challenge. It's going to be definitely different. It's going to be something I've never done before. What I'm probably going to do is I'll throw... I want to get... one of the videos I saw, the guy literally was using a sled like what my dad bought for him and my niece when they go tobogganing down Thompson Hill in Memorial Gardens. It's one of those sleds that 2 people can sit in, or a child and an adult. And it'd probably be just long enough to fit the auger. Maybe, like I watched a bunch of videos today of ice fishing on the cheap, because that's the way I want to do it. And one guy literally used like friggin' pieces of wood that he staked into the snow and ice, and then attached a tarp to it and made like a lean-to just to keep the wind out of his way. Had a little buddy heater because you can't build fires on the lake. It's a danger. Not danger from melting through the ice and causing a great big problem. The danger is if you leave wood on the ice and a sled comes by and bangs into said wood, they're not going to have a good time, and now you're liable for ruining their life. So, yeah, no fires on the ice. That's against the rules. But you can bring like a little buddy heater, or it's kind of big. Like it's... But theoretically, I could throw a new wick in that and bring this. It'd be useless because you'd have to literally be sitting in front of it to get any heat. Like I'd have my ice fishing hole here, the heater there, and I'd be like hunkered like, okay, that's my ice fishing hole, that's the heater, I'm hunkered right here, behind me is a tarp, fishing, you know. It'd be that kind of a setup, so it'd be interesting. But like, it runs on kerosene, it lights super quick when there's a wick in it. I can get a new wick for it anytime I want, so I already own it. I want to do it on the cheap. Nothing's cheaper than using shit you already own, right? But yeah, they would literally take the sleigh, tie it up to their fat bike rack, or wrap a rope around the seat peg, like around the seat bar, and just hang it off the back and rock and roll, freaking haul a sleigh across the lake, get to where they're going to go, rip some holes, set up their tent or their ice shack or whatever they had on them. Some people just set up one of the camping chairs, you know, and just start jigging. Load up a minnow and just start jigging. We'll see how it gets this winter. I'm not making any promises about ice fishing. If I do decide to go, the first time will probably be with Struckus, because he offered, he said, like, you know, if he's going out and I'm available and he's got room, then let's go. I don't know. It'll be interesting to try. I've never done it as an adult. I've only went out as a child, and it wasn't that much fun because we didn't really do any fishing, but it'd be kind of cool to check out. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and shut this down here. So tonight we saw a gar. That was neat. And pulled up a catfish. Maybe 2-3 pounder. I don't know. Whatever. Got no scale. All I know is my PB because it wasn't a squeaker. Anyway, people, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, click that like button. Any questions, comments, concerns, down below they go. And until next time, guys, live to win, never give in. Sit, stupid, sit. Good dog.